Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on this channel. So we're going to dive into your month of August. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you? And how can you best navigate this month? And I see, just as I take a look at your overall spread, and from what I remember with everything that you've been going through in the past several months, that there's been a lot of change and transition for you all. And I feel like that is really going to continue, although I feel like a lot of this is more an adjustment to the change and the transition, right? But I do want to say that these changes ultimately have been really powerful for you and are really important for you. And so it's going to be important for you as much as it's an adjustment to embrace the change, to embrace the changes that are coming into your life, because these are all divinely led. So we're going to take a look first at the overarching themes that you can expect through this month. So the first one is the Star card. This is a great card. This is you connecting to your light. This is you being on the right path. Okay, this is really the angel saying, like, listen, the changes that you've made, even if you're doubting them because you're trying to adjust or you know, like you're feeling afraid or whatever this is, know that you're on the right path. Make long-term plans in the direction that you either have moved in already or are like right on that brink of making, right on the brink of making these changes, okay? But this is really talking about you feeling happy, you being connected to your light, you standing out in some way. Sometimes this can be you being the center of attention in some way, or people just appreciating you in some way. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy, and something that you're going to want to embrace through this month and moving forward. I think that you guys are doing a fantastic job of creating powerful and positive changes in your life. So the next card that we have here is the Six of Earth. So for any of you that have concerns about money, I just feel like there's some magical money that's coming in for you this month, whether that's like just an unexpected raise or bonus, or just money coming in some way that's unexpected, or a gift or something like that, or just a you take a look at your bank account and you recognize, wow, I have more money than I expected. So this is about not allowing yourself to be fearful, because it's all going to be okay. It's all going to balance out. It's all going to work out. You can even see like the little scale here, right? It all balances out. And what you want to do is take whatever this money is and invest it into something that is going to continue to contribute in a positive way, in a balancing way. So you don't want to just go out and haphazardly spend this money that you're going to have, but you know, where can you invest it, or how can you make a wise decision that's going to be best for you, for your future? Maybe invest it in, you know, something that you want to do for your future, a new skill, something that you're learning, or you actually invest it, something that's going to really pay off in the long term, at least some of that money. So you really, the point here is, don't worry, money is coming, and just choose wisely how you spend that. You don't want to just spend it on something that isn't really that important and isn't going to pay off for the long term. The next card that we have here is the Eight of Air. Okay, so you have been liberating yourself all over the place, and I don't see this month as any different. I think you're continuing to release yourself from yourself, you know, and in your habits, your patterns, from things that don't serve you. There's just a liberation, a freedom that you are working toward that is so beautiful for you, Aries, this month and moving forward. You know, this isn't just this month. You are creating some amazing changes for yourself, amazing shifts. And even if like the changes aren't outright, maybe you haven't changed the outright part of your life a whole lot just yet, but maybe a whole lot is happening inside of you, shifting, changing, adjusting, and the outside ultimately is going to reflect that in some way. But allow this process of change to happen, whether that's within yourself or you're making major life changes, because this really is going to pay off and ultimately result in such an amazing liberation and freedom that's coming with it. We have next up the Destroyer card. The Destroyer card is, I'm going to just read it to you. It says, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. And so this very much is the energy of that time just after a volcano has erupted and it feels chaotic and a lot has been destroyed, a lot has been changed, and life is never going to be the same. But it's also a beautiful new beginning, and there's beautiful new life that is sprouting up because this has happened, and a release has happened that has been so powerful and so life-changing that it sets you free. Again, there we have that word freedom. So the next cards that we have here are the challenges or barriers that you might expect. So the first card that we have here is the Eight of Earth. The Eight of Earth is about learning, new learning, educating yourself, whether, there's a skill that you're wanting to understand and you want to just, there's a lot of really great YouTube videos on pretty much any skill that you want to learn, right? So teaching yourself or reading some books or even going back to school, but there's something that you're feeling called to learn more about, to understand more about, to develop your skills in, and this is really saying go for it. Don't hold yourself back in this way, because this is really going to benefit you moving forward. So taking the time out of whatever else you have going on and learning in some way, whatever way you feel pulled to learn. Then we have this 10 of Air energy. Again, this is about a release, right? This is like the end of something that has been really difficult. So maybe you've been having a hard time adjusting to all of these changes, or you've just been really going through it. And this is saying, you have made some choices that are creating an ending for you. And you can expect for things to get better now. This is also about addiction, right? So maybe you have had an addictive pattern. Maybe that's part of what you're changing, part of what you're letting go of. And this is a really great time to change your habits, to change your life. So if you've been thinking about letting go of something and you haven't quite been ready for it, this is a great time for you to ride the wave of this energy and allow yourself to make this change and move forward, because life gets better as you make these changes and from this point forward. Then we have the Page of Water. It's interesting. This is supposed to be your challenges section, but I feel like it's such good vibes here, right? Because then we have the Page of Water, and this is about you being more connected to your intuition. You might find yourself with a deepening intuition. Certainly our planetary energy is shifting so much that we are connecting more and more as a collective with our intuition. This is about new phases within relationships, a fresh energy within the relationships that we already have, or a new relationship that comes into your life that's really important or positive or special in some way. A new energy coming into your life, an important person coming into your life, or a relationship deepening in some way. So for those of you who've made like some major life changes, maybe you're in situations where you're meeting new people and stuff. Let people in. Let yourself, if you feel connected to somebody, let yourself feel connected to them, and be open to making new connections as long as their intentions feel good and as long as that feels in alignment for you. But allow this new fresh energy to come through. I feel like it might be a little like unexpected but positive. The next card that we have here is the Virgin card. Okay, so this is about pure, fresh energy. This is about you being pure in spirit and feeling that purity, thinking about like a childlike energy. And I feel like there's been so much that's just been cleared away recently that it's allowing for this. It's allowing for life to feel new again in a lot of ways. That really is this Page of Water energy too, right? Like life feels new again. And so embrace this new energy in your life, even if it feels weird, even if it feels different, even if it's a lot to adjust to. Embrace it, because it's a beautiful thing that you have in your life and is going to be developing into more beautiful things. So the next cards that we have here are connected to the gifts that you can expect through this month. First thing we have is the King of Air. The King of Air is about clarity of mind, right? And being really clear on what you need to be doing, what you need to be focusing your time and energy on. So whatever it is that's coming through in alignment with that, make sure that you are listening to that, because those messages are trying to show you what to focus your time and your energy on right now. So being really clear on what it is that you need to be doing and taking care of. The next card that we have here is the World card. Again, beautiful energy. This is you. I'm going to just read the card because I feel like I need to today. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. This is you like feeling good about the changes that you've made, the work that you've been doing. This is you receiving rewards for the work that you've been doing in the form of many, many things here in this universe. But I always say this is like a good job sticker from the angels. They're saying you've made a lot of progress, you've done a lot of work, and good job, and you're going to see the results of these positive changes, these positive shifts that you have made for yourself. So watch for that, right? And I don't think that you're done changing, because then we have this release card. And I feel like this is about releasing the past. I feel like this is about trusting that whatever it is that you're stepping into now is destined for you, is meant for you, is the right path for you if you're listening to and honoring your intuition and letting go of what was. Because in order to fully embrace this change and fully step into this time now, you have to release the past. You have to let go. You have to allow yourself to move forward. And so there is a release, there is a letting go, and I think that, you know, it's just time to move on from some things. It's time to let yourself fully transform into the new, and I feel like you're going to. I feel like it's going to be, again, really liberating. That's freedom and liberation. That's huge for you guys this month. And the last card that we have here is the King card, okay? So where are you feeling called to lead? Where are you feeling called to appreciate yourself, to recognize your power, where are you feeling called to lead others to make changes, or just step up and stand strong in your power? So honoring wherever you feel called to do that and taking action accordingly. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below, and I always love to hear from you in comments. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about Clarity, you can check me out at discoveryyourawakening.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.